Do you want to know what Cameron thinks is going on in this case? Because I kind of was sitting here thinking, what do I want to remote view today? And it dawned on me that I have not explored what Cameron thinks, who he thinks is responsible. I mean, we do know Savannah told us that he came out right away and said that this was a kidnapping for ransom. And a lot of people have wondered how a fighter jet came to that reasoning. So let's get at it today. I'm going to remote view and pull some cards, some tarot cards afterwards, all about Cameron today. Welcome in to Motive Means Opportunity. My name is Liane, where we analyze true crime cases using various forms of intuition. And I want to say thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, hyping, and joining our members. Don't miss our live Monday night. We are returning to bringing lives back to this channel Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern, the same time all the videos go out. We will stream Nolan Wells because some of y'all were screaming at me about that video. Well, I got news for you. I hate to tell you that I think I was right, but I think I was right. But anyway, we're going to do Nolan Wells and Nancy Guthrie. And then we're going to move into a members only live 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Every Monday we're going to do this public live stream moving into members. If you want to join, it's $2.99 a month, where we are learning to remote view together because yes, all of you can learn it, and where we're going to work together to locate Nancy and see if we can get an accurate location for her whereabouts. I did work on that, and I do believe I'm close, just not like right exactly where she is. So we're going to refine that Monday night and every Monday thereafter. Every first and last Sunday of every month is also part of members. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Now let's get inside Cameron Guthrie's mind. Well, this was really interesting because I got a lot. I got a lot more than I expected in Cameron. So I asked this meditation that takes us, as we've been doing in the members, into the remote view is a guided meditation. All of these videos that I get ready for in preparation for my remote viewing session are available on YouTube. But anyways, I regress. I asked Cameron what he believes happened to his mother. And it's like, so I asked a remote view inside his thought processes, his mind, and his subconscious, basically. And I hear like very matter of fact. It's like I can feel the energy is very, logical. Like I believe what we know to be true. So I'm given right away like this flash image of the camera of the masked man on the porch. Like I believe what we know. My mother was kidnapped from her home, but I want to know why he thought that before we saw that camera view. And I hear telepathically just a gut feeling. So then I ask, who do you think is responsible if anybody specific comes to mind? And it's like I'm not even done the question yet, and I get Annie and tomato with an emphasis on tomato and showing me his face and him wearing this burgundy reddish t-shirt that looks like it's got like really fine white speckles in it, or it's worn, but I think it's got the fine, like really, really fine speckles in it. You can't really see that from afar, just the way it looks in my vision, or either that or it's worn. Um, and I hear, I asked why just really briefly for a second, and I hear broke, angry, jealous. Um, And I'm getting more than I asked for, so it's very interesting. I figured it was a hoax, though, that they'd be caught and our mother brought home. I hear mainly Tommaso. I hear she'll do anything for him, anything he asks. I think that they thought they would get away with some sort of a ruse, like some sort of a failed plan, and that something went horribly wrong inside my mother's home, which forced a plan B. I mean, it sounds like so logical. Mom likely died of a heart attack inside the house. I asked, what do you think of Annie? I hear spoiled brat, always had to have things her way. The child everybody tiptoed around for fear of upsetting her, volatile, emotional, deeply empathic, and angry, frustrated with life. Have you spoken to Annie since leaving Arizona? Only once, not since I told her I thought she was responsible. Well, I heard she did it. Um, I asked, is there a deal with Colella? I don't know for sure. We aren't told much, but I'd guess and or assume so. Why is Savannah trying to shut up and have people stop talking about this as reported? To protect her reputation, her family's reputation, our family's reputation, seems to agree with Savannah. And when I think about it now, I mean, yeah, is it, did I get upset with her? Did I lose it? Yeah, do, because I don't like people who come on and just say like crap. I just don't. And I don't think it's actually helping the family reputation. But let's get back to Cameron. I'm going to pull some cards now and see what they tell us and if they match what I just got in my remote view. Okay, so I'm going to pull cards asking the exact same questions I did in my remote viewing. So I'm going to ask, what does Cameron think happened to his mother? And these cards are from the Whispers of the Unsolved. You'll be able to see from a distance. There's 180 cards in this deck. What does Cameron think happened to his mother? Whoops. Okay. We've got, okay. I've got perversion. Now, perversion does not have to mean a sexual act, but something, I mean, that's what the card says, but definitely that she is now concealed in nature. I'm going to just remove the back. Okay, y'all. I'm going to remove the back. There. I'm at my daughter's. Okay, so we've got concealed in nature, some sort of perversion. I asked after I saw that, like, kidnapped, yes, but let's see if we, and a cleanup. Let's see if we get on the other half of the deck. It's so big I had to divide it into two. I only take flippers. Political. Interesting. Wow. Did not expect that card to come out. Okay, Spirit, one more. Um, mm, 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 mm. Pattern repetition AI. Wow. Repetition pattern AI. So he thinks AI is probably involved in those notes. Let's get one more on what does Cameron think happened to his mother. Republican, I'm not sure what Donald Trump has to do with it. Psychic abilities, caught. secret government, and regret. So I'm not really sure. We're going to get clarifiers on that. I'm going to use these cards in a while. I only take flippers. Well, and this just fell out. Kidnapped. Kidnapped. Okay. So I think suffice it to say that kidnapped, intuition. Now that may be because I asked. Yeah, because I asked in that question why he thinks that. And the answer I got was a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling. Can you see that? So we got intuition, kidnapped, that they will get caught, that there is some sort of a repeat pattern, perhaps in the letters, that shows some sort of AI involvement. I don't know what this, that there's a secrets going on in the involvement with the Trump, the FBI, government, is what I'm getting from this. That there's some secrets that the FBI are keeping to themselves. That she's with in nature. When I got the perversion card, if I asked if this was like perverse in like kidnapping, like gross, not as in like, I don't think he thinks she's assaulted sexually. And that there was an attempt to clean up what was done. Now, it could be that he thinks she was assaulted sexually. I'm just not getting that feeling, but let's see what else. Okay. So who does he think is responsible? Let's see what we get for this. For who he thinks is responsible. We get a Knave of Cups. Very interesting. Very interesting, because a knave is younger energy, definitely masculine in energy, but younger in energy. So let's get some more on that, because that could be immature, emotionally volatile, emotionally immature. Who does he think? And there we go, King of Swords. A king is direct, can be law involved, can be a masculine energy that is sharp-minded, analytical, clear thinking, logical, planning, direct, and emotional. The point is, out of the 78 cards in the deck, we are getting, right? We are getting the king and the knave, which both represent masculine energy. And we got the A, but mainly the T, as I was brought in and focused on the red shirt. Also, I'm just noting, just quinkydink, there's a red shirt. Just saying, I'm just pointing out, just interesting, coinkydink. Let's pull from another deck now and see, and I'm going to pull from all three decks for this question. What does Cameron think happened? Nine of Swords. A lot of stressed out people over what went on. So Knight of Swords is like very, very stressed out, can't sleep, just completely stressed out. And a Judgment. Somebody is stressed out. See, we're getting more now. So I'm going to go to the next question, because I feel we're now thinking that the person in charge is very stressed out because there is some sort of a judgment coming up. I feel like we're tapping into my Kalala question now. Kalala question. Okay. Because we've got responsible, right? I asked who is responsible. We get two male cards. Let me ask that again and see what we get. But this male energy, a mature male, which is a king, is also immature emotionally. And we got the Queen of Pentacles. So we got the king and the queen. We got the king and the queen. The A and the T team, maybe, allegedly. Just, that's what I heard in my remote view. It's just not factual. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The Six of Pentacles. Unexpected results. Unexpected. Something coming in that's unexpected. It could be, it's about balancing out a fairness. And it also could mean somebody felt that they were giving more to a situation than they were getting back out of it. That somebody was putting way more into it than they were getting out of it. Okay. Let's see if I can get, because I've got, I just like these when the 2 pages of stuff came out without another question. And I think that's what we're seeing here. It's very similar energy. Something totally went wrong. So what does Cameron think happened to Nancy inside the house? Let's see. Let's see. This did not flip, but it's the Queen of Wands. Let's just see if it comes out. I just pull flippers. I'm going to put all the cards back in the deck. And we're going to go on to another question. What does Cameron think happened to cause Nancy's death? Let's just see if we get anything here. Inside the home. Interesting. I've got the same thing. Knave of Wands. And Five of Swords, conflict. That's conflict, fighting. Knave is like an energy, inspiration, young energy. Conflict, fighting, Five of Swords. Conflict, fighting, Five of Swords. Lovers trying to make a decision. Lovers trying to make a decision. Inside the home, lovers, somebody gets a new idea. Somebody gets a new idea. We got the Lovers. Oh, that's the Two of Pentacles, which is lovers can also be trying to make a decision. But in this case, I think we're talking the King and Queen of Pentacles are trying to make a decision. Two of Pentacles, and they get an idea. So if I had another deck, I'd pull out. I should have brought more, but I'm just at my daughter's. Something that might allude more to something heart-based happening. False flag event. Something that, okay, so false flag event. So something happened, false flag. Like I could just keep getting my vision of that flag, of my remote viewing, the red flag. So something happened in the house, I'm guessing. False flag. Okay. Now let's go to what does Cameron think of Annie? What does Cameron think of Annie? Let's try this deck. What does Cameron think of Annie? So I'm just comparing the results to my remote viewing. Ten of Swords. Backstabbing, betrayal, exhausted, stabbed in the back, end of a cycle. Wow. I mean, that's a pretty powerful one card coming out to answer that. What does Cameron think of Annie? We got another one. Five of Wands. really at battle within herself internally, very much at battle with herself internally. This is a lot of exhaustion, stabbing in the back, deceit, betrayal, hardships, hard life, hard journey. A lot of really confused inside your own mind, 5 of Wands, self-deprecating language, just in your own head, constantly. You can see the chessboard analyzing inside your own head, and these are pointed to her head, so really not well emotionally. What and my answer in the remote viewing is, what do you think of Annie? Spoiled brat, always had to have things her way. The child everyone tiptoed around for fear of upsetting her. Volatile, emotional, deeply empathic, and angry, frustrated with life. Okay, let's see what else we get with the cards. What does he think of Annie? Well, 7 of Wands. This is your deceit card, backstabbing and betrayal card. Wow. Let's get another deck. Backstabbing and betrayal. What does Tommaso think of Annie? Or, sorry, redact. What does Cameron think of Annie? Seven of Cups. Trying to do all kinds of things, had all kinds of dreams, all kinds of plans, trying to go in all kinds of directions. Trying to balance a little bit of this, make a little bit of that, and I think craft a narrative, because in Temperance, traditionally, that's the Sagittarius card, my card, and is very much about balancing, patience, but it's also a little bit of creativity, because it can also mean you're creating a new outcome by putting a little bit of this and a little bit of that into something, and so you've come up with your own concoction and version, and that's what I'm picking up here. Some sort of, we're doing a little bit of this, we're doing a little bit of that, like kind of a manipulation, but let's see. That's could be unfair of me. Let's just see. What else do we want to get to validate this Temperance on? What does Cameron think of Annie, please? What does Cameron think of Annie? We've got the Chariot running away from the law, the Hierophant, corporations, entities, the law generally, and 3 of Swords, backstabbing and betrayal. So, whoa, here's a kitten. Whoa. sorry. So that's interesting. Okay. What I want to know about what Cameron thinks about the Kalala deal. Let's see if we can get does Cameron believe that there is a deal to be had with Kalala that involves, this case, his mother? You can't make this up. Solved, breakup and divorce. Government, top secret. I never even thought about top secret before being the plea deal, buried within the plea deal. So he thinks that's going to solve the case, that there is a top secret government plea deal that will solve the case, and that the end result will be a breakup and a divorce. Very interesting, because you cannot be forced. And we got this, you boys and girls, flipped over. I just noticed as I was putting the deck back together. That one was flipped over. Bottom of the deck, death. Wow. Wow. Very interesting. So that is about the Kalala deal. So I'm wondering what this is about. Who is this about? Interesting. I feel like it's the A&T team. because you cannot be forced to testify against a spouse. But if you're going to be having to protect your ASS, you know what I'm saying, in a court of law, this is obviously very future forward, this reading, then you may want to, protect yourself. That's what I'm getting there. Okay, let's see if I can get, okay, 2 more questions. Has he spoken? Has Cameron spoken? Here's one of the kittens. This is Pixie's siblings. Has Cameron spoken to, there's 3 of them, my daughter brought 3 of them home. Has Cameron spoken to Annie? What's Cameron? Let me just, because it's going to be hard to get that out of a tarot card reading. What is Cameron and Annie's relationship like now? Okay, what's Cameron and Annie's relationship like now? Strength, but he's running away. It says strong. Very interesting. But he's running. We got paused. So it's on pause. It's on pause. Running. Again, I'm just picking up energetically because these are tarot cards. Strength. On pause. On pause. Very interesting. A very interesting card to come out. On pause. Okay. Last question. Why is Savannah or the Guthrie family reportedly telling people to be quiet and not talk to media? We got the same one that came out for who we think is responsible. This is interesting. Remember when we talked about that message? There was deception in a direct message there. So this is your deception hidden message. Talking to somebody specifically. The one wearing the red shirt. The male energy. Hidden message. Too many came out. I'm going to go back. I want to know why Savannah came out publicly and said that. Now I'm getting Tower. Trying to create shakeup. Trying to create shakeup. To get somebody to walk away from something. Trying to create shakeup. It's just some sort of a hidden message directed at the immature male wearing the red t-shirt to create a shakeup and get somebody to walk away. Now, who's the walking away component? Let's see if we get a female energy. Who's walking away? 2 that I had before just flipped out, so we're putting them back. Who's walking away? Oh, we got the 5 of Swords. We got the person that's in their own head, the fighting that's going on. Well, let me redact that. Not sure if it's the person that's in their own head. Came out there, but we've got fighting going on. Trying to get somebody to walk away. There's a lot of fighting. This is your 5 of Swords. This is a lot of fighting. Internal fighting, familial fighting, potentially. Trying to get who to walk away. There's a lot of fighting going on. There we go. We got the 5 of Wands. Now I got the validation, y'all, of the person inside their own head. Different deck. 5 of Wands. Wow. So I said it, and then the card came out. Let's see if it comes out on this deck. Who are they trying to get to walk away? 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Very interesting. Gosh, I miss doing tarot for true crime. Okay. I do. Okay, let's go. Oh my God. And we got the 5 again. Oh no, sorry, a page. Page of Cups is your apology, an offer. This is an offer. This is an offer. There's a hidden offer. Let's get one more on why Savannah's message to tell people to be quiet and is coming out. Let's get one more on Cameron's thoughts about Savannah's messaging. King of Cups, an emotional male. 5 of Swords, again, boys and girls, 2 different decks. Twice. Whoops, backstabbing, betrayal, fighting. Okay, I want to know who's fighting. Let's go. Who is fighting? Who is fighting? Family, stability. This one flew out again. The moon, I put it back in. Okay, who is fighting? The 4 of Wands, who is fighting? And I got the yes card. Yes. Family is not stable. The King of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. The family, so that's yes. The family is fighting, is not stable, because the 4 of Wands came out. 3 of Pentacles and King of Swords. I feel like they're trying to reunite their family unit, and the king is pulling that direction away from them. That's just the energy I'm picking up. Let's get some clarifiers. What was in that message from Savannah? 4 of Swords. Sit up, think about it. Take time out and think and meditate on this and ground and think about this, because this is an offer. An offer. Let's get one more. Who's this offer for? To come home, to travel back home, to put this to an end, to a successful ending. Who is this offer for? To come to better places, to get away from the situation you're in. I think it's the A of the A and D. To take control of your situation, to change your karmic outcome, the outcome of where you're headed. Get out of the situation, get your butt back home rather. I think this offer, this message is to, 3 of Pentacles. Let's be a family again, the 3 of us. That message was for A. 7 of Swords, backstabbing and betrayal. I don't know. There seems to be some sort of separate yourself from him energy here. Get out, separate yourself from him. Let's get one more. Who is this message for? Yeah, it's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. Is your loyalty going to be? We got 3 of Cups. Are we going to celebrate family unity again? Or are you going to have a tower moment? Those are the next 2 on the deck. 6 of Cups. Remember our family, our childhood. So this is a message. Put an end to this for the A of the A&T team. 8 of Swords. You don't think you have a way out, but you do have a way out. Independent. You will be fine on your own independently. Wow. A new start. Wow, wow, wow. The Star. if you come out and do what you should do, that's your North Star guiding you back home. Wow. Okay, everybody, tell me what you thought about this. I thought this was fascinating reading and remote view. Let me know your thoughts below, and we will see you Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern for our live Love and Light.